Have you ever heard someone talk about their vibration or what vibe they're in? Well, all of that is a vibrational scale of consciousness, which we are going to talk about today in this video. I will show you guys the scale and you guys can find where you are on your vibrational scale and where you want to be. Hello, my positive posse, and welcome back to another video on Self-Mastery Mentor. My name is April Kadwa, and in this video we are going to talk about the vibrational scale of consciousness, where you're at and where you want to be. Before we get started, if you guys have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so right now. Please also ding that bell for me so you're notified every single time I upload, which is every single day, on all different life topics so we can become the master of ourselves. Also, before we start, what mood are you guys in? How are you feeling? And what is your vibe? I know I'm feeling great. If anyone is not feeling their best, let's all make the conscious decision together right now to find something to be grateful for, throw those smiles on, and raise our vibrations just a little bit higher. All right, so what is the vibrational scale of consciousness? So what the vibrational scale of consciousness is here, and I will actually put it up on the screen, is a scale teaching us all about the levels that we are in which we feel at a certain time. So at the very bottom, right, in your alpha state is a very contracted vibration where you're feeling things such as shame, guilt, apathy, grief. Those are your very, very low vibes, which are your 20, 30, 50, and 75, and fear being 100, which I know there's a lot of fear going on in the world right now with the whole coronavirus and everything going on. So that is actually a very prominent vibration because of everything going on. Now, as we expand our consciousness, right, as we awaken to different states of consciousness and other things that are out there, handling our emotions, how we handle things, how we talk about things, our state of consciousness will then rise, right? So I know in a lot of my videos I talk about, you know, if you're up here, if you're vibing up here and somebody's down here, it'll drag you down, right? Well, let's just say you're up here in a very high vibe and you're with somebody who's down here. Well, everything's going to balance, right? So that means you're gonna come down and they might go up a little bit. So that means your state of consciousness, your overall vibration will actually lower due to the fact that you're around negative energy. So everything is energy, right? It comes and it goes, it comes and it goes. And so if you're in a low state, right? You're in a state of fear, apathy, guilt, shame, not feeling your best, you are radiating off of you. Your aura is a very contracted, very low vibe. And so the things that you attract are that in which you are. So if you're in that low vibe and you're in that low energy right here on the scale, you're gonna attract more of that. You're gonna attract more shame, more guilt, more grief, more fear, and more desire, just wishing you had something and just not being in a good state. So in order for us to achieve the things that we want, which are peace, joy, love, enlightenment, we need to be that in order to achieve that and attract more of that. So how do we go about raising our vibration and getting into a better state, right? Well, as we expand our consciousness and we expand our mind, we learn more, we are more going into a state of flow, kind of letting things come in and out of our lives instead of controlling things, and our consciousness is more expanded instead of contracted. That ultimately brings up our vibration higher, which puts us more into a state of acceptance, accepting a state of flow, accepting that we cannot control things, going into a state of reason and understanding things from a logical perspective and all different perspectives that you never looked at before. And then we can go into a state of love, peace, and then enlightenment. Again, I'll show that here for you guys to see. Take a good hard look at that. And what's great about this is you will notice as you go through the awakening process, as you evolve and become a greater version of yourself, you will notice these higher vibrations coming into you more without you having to try so hard for it or work for it or look for it. It'll just kind of become your natural vibration, your natural aura. So when I'm talking to you guys and I'm teaching you a lot about being up here, right? And you want to find a partner that's up here, you want to find friends that are up here. That's because when we're up there, right, we'll attract more people who have already expanded their consciousness, who have looked at different perspectives in the world, who aren't trying to control things, who aren't in an anger state, who aren't in a prideful or egotistical state, and instead will be in a state of beings that are enlightened and grateful. So up here is the enlightened category. That's 700 to 1,000, which is our absolute ultimate consciousness. You guys see that there? That's our ultimate consciousness. So when you're in a state of ultimate consciousness, right, that means you're healing others, you're radiating a very high vibe, a very bright aura. And when you're radiating more of that positive, great energy off of you, you're attracting more of that in, right? So gratitude here is in that enlightenment state. And that's why I always tell you, if you're not feeling good and you're in a low vibe, maybe you're feeling prideful or you're feeling shameful or any just not good feeling, put yourself in a state of gratitude. Tell yourself every night before bed what you're grateful for, every morning when you wake up what you're grateful for, and really make daily gratitude a part of your new lifestyle that you're going to create, because gratitude is that highest vibration. Gratitude is that ultimate consciousness, that enlightened state. So when you're doing that more and you're practicing it more, even if it's once in the morning every day, you're still becoming a new part of your new lifestyle, which is now going to naturally elevate you out of that state of shame, guilt, grief, fear, and all those things going on. So with all the things going on, the coronavirus, all these epidemics and things that are just not so good, I want you guys to do daily gratitude. Do it as much as you can. Meditate if you can. That's also up here in that enlightenment stage when you're getting in touch with your intuition, you're listening to yourself, you're in that state of peace and calm, which again were those higher states. You're then able to raise your vibration. So I want you guys to move out of the state of fear with everything going on in the world, or whatever you're going through, whatever state it is that you're in and going through. Know that you can make the choice to raise your vibration. It all comes down to what you decide to do, your conscious choices. Make sure you're listening to music that's happy. Listen to 528 hertz, which is a very abundant, positive thinking sound frequency that you can listen to. That's something I did through my process that really helped me raise my vibration, and I did that. I fell asleep to it every night, and so it actually worked through my subconscious when I was sleeping and helped me raise my vibration without me having to make it seem so difficult. So that's one thing I practice that I'd love for you guys to practice, but also the daily gratitude, that's huge, and that changed my life for me. I know it can change yours, because that is right up here, again, the ultimate state of consciousness. So now that you guys have seen this and had an opportunity to understand the vibrational scale of consciousness, now you can see where you're at right now based on what you're feeling. Maybe you're feeling very neutral, very courageous or prideful, which are here in the getting by stage. And as you raise up, let's say you want to go to a pure Tao, right? That's when you're in a state of peace, you're in a state of joy and love. Then what we have to do is we have to go through these periods here, which are neutrality, willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, and furthermore, the enlightenment and the ultimate state of consciousness. So it's something we'll work through, and you guys can go ahead and let me know in the comments if there's a certain topic you're looking to know more about, or hey, how do I get from a getting by state to a flow state, or how do I get from a flow state to a pure Tao state? How do I get to unlimited consciousness? If you guys are wondering about that, or you're curious, or if this scale has helped you, let me know in the comments so I can make more of these with visualizations and things like that. This definitely helped me when I was going through my process, is to actually see where I was and what I was feeling and what my dominant vibration was, so that I could be more aware and raise my vibration up to here, which is kind of the state I'm in now, in a very grateful state, peaceful state, you know, full of love and joy and on that high vibe. So in the videos following, when you guys see me saying, you know, you're up here, know that that's all about the scale, right? When I say you're up here, it means you're up here. You're on that high vibe, you're doing well. If I say somebody's down here, then you can kind of see in that scale what we're talking about. So I hope this helped you guys to relate on the videos where I do talk about that, which I know is a lot, and all the videos going forward, and also help you to be more aware of where you're at and where you want to go. All right, so I will talk to you guys later. If you have any questions, email me at mentor@selfmasterymentor.com. Please be sure to check out my friend's page. My friend Mary has a page about building your personal brand. Her page is Trademark Your Life, as well as my friend Abby Avalon, who it talks about energy healing, finding, your inner child and healing that inner child, and really just truly moving past difficult situations so you can become your best. Their pages are both in my suggested pages on my YouTube channel, so make sure to check them out. They are so great. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day.